everybody. Today I have for you a tower workout. So let's dig right into it. We're gonna start kind of warming up our breath, our spine, our upper body using the roll down bar. So have your roll down bar attached up at the top of your tower and then bring it over to your side of the tower. We're just going to kind of let it hang for a moment while we do one quick little thing to get kind of pre-warmed up. You're going to reach your legs out facing the tower, sitting tall. Place your feet against the posts and sit up as tall as you can. If that means you need to bend your knees a little bit to get vertical on your sitting bones, that is totally fine. Now just reach your arms open to the sides, and we're going to go into a saw stretch, very similar to how we would on the mat. So take a breath in and you're going to rotate to one side. Let this back arm kind of overlap the leg you're twisting towards. Now breathe out, turn your back thumb towards the floor and reach across on a diagonal. Now if it's accessible to you, you can grab this post with your hand if you're able to touch it and gently use that arm to help you pull a little deeper over the leg. Now inhale, release the bar if you're grabbing it, roll back up, still twisted to that same side, and then face forward. And then other side, breathe in and rotate. Breathe out, turn your back shoulder down. Reach this hand over the opposite foot. Maybe you're able to grab the bar and pull a little deeper. If not, you just keep reaching that hand as close to the foot as you can. Now inhale to stack the spine back up. Head arrives very last, twisted towards the wall. And then inhale, return front. Good, keep going like that. Inhale to rotate. Exhale, internally rotate the back shoulder, reach across on the diagonal, maybe find that extra pull with the front arm. Inhale to sit back up in your twisted spine. Exhale to face front. Couple more times. Inhale, good. Taking your time, really taking some good deep breaths here on each motion. Nose angled towards your kneecap. Inhale to come back up tall, maybe twist even deeper, and then face to the front. Good. Let's do two more times. Inhale, rotate. Find that deep twist through the upper spine. Exhale to fold across. Really keep some good heavy weight on your back sitting bone. You'll feel even more stretch up those back muscles if you keep anchored through the pelvis. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, turn that back shoulder down so we get maximum mobility and reach on this diagonal line. Return back up tall, twist even deeper and deeper, and then return to the front and then relax the arms. Very good. All right, I want you to bend your knees now. Bring your legs all the way together. Have your feet flat and your knees bent. Reach forward and grab your roll down bar. You're going to hold it with an underhanded grip. So the palms are facing you. Sit closer to the tower for less resistance. Scoot further back for more. I'm just going to kind of keep my sitting bones where they were and see how that feels. So sit up as tall as you can. Take a breath in. Breathe out and just squeeze your elbows down and back. So taking a nice narrow row with the arms and then return the arms long. So exhale to pull and squeeze under those armpits. And then inhale to release. Good. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. I think I can handle a little bit more spring tension. Pull and then return. Good. Again, go slow here and really give yourself the chance to feel this spring tension. Really generate some nice connection through the back of the body and under the shoulders. If it's uncomfortable to sit with the legs together, you're welcome to separate them. But I really enjoy that kind of connection I get through the inner thighs with the legs together. So pick which you prefer. All right, let's do that one more time. Feel the chest gently lifting up towards the bar. Now, reach the arms out and stay. Keep a slight softness to your elbows. As you exhale, I just want you to tuck into a half rollback. So you're going to scoop till your sacrum and your lower back maybe just touch the mat, and then inhale to come up. Do that again. Really tuck the pelvis under, scoop, feel a stretch for the lower back, and then restack. Good. It feels really quite nice to have this pull of the springs here. We get a little bit of assistance on the way way up, and then we really get that nice resistance on the way back. Beautiful. Let's do that a couple more times. Again, you can move where you're seated to change how much range of motion you've got. Try to deepen those inner thighs even closer together, and then return up. Very good. Keep your gaze forward. Chin is trying to stay level with the floor all throughout. So you do kind of drop your chin a little extra as you roll back. Now, roll back into that C curve and hold. Maintain this positioning and do that elbow row from before. Those springs feel a lot heavier now. Reach the arms back long and then come back up to sitting. Do that again. Exhale to roll back. Inhale to bend the elbows, squeezing. Take those elbows behind the ribs. Reach the arms back up and sit tall. Good. So now that our body is set up so much further from the tower, in the rollback, we get quite a bit more spring tension to work with for the arms, which is pretty nice. Roll back, squeeze and deepen those legs together. Abs stay strong. Beautiful. Let's do a couple more times. If it's too intense now in the rolled back position, you can scoot closer to the tower if need be. Exhale. Once you find that C curve, really lock it in and don't let it change as you pull the bar towards you. Good. Let's do one more time like this. And then instead of a 4 count movement, we're going to do just a 2 count. So combining together all at once, roll back and bend your elbows. That's tricky. And then sit up and extend. So find that coordination, timing appropriately so you arrive in that elbow bend as you get into that depth of your C curve. Beautiful. Couple more times. Still pulling those elbows back behind you and then return. Good. Don't let the springs be the boss of you coming up. Yeah. Don't let them kind of yank you forward. You have to kind of put on the brakes and slowly decide when to come up. Good. Okay, my biceps are starting to talk to me. That's a good sign. Let's do 2 more like this, and then we've got one final finisher in this position. So hold your C curve and stay. Don't lose it, and just do continual pulls of the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Good. Out and in. Beautiful. Reach. Keep the core nice and engaged. Tuck the tail under. A little extra. 3. Last 2, good. Last 1, and then reach the arms all the way forward. Keep a hold of the bar and just take a gentle stretch over the legs. Very nice, you guys. All right, we're gonna flip our grip now to an overhanded grip. Hold about shoulder width apart on the bar. For me, I kind of like to go thumbs on the inside of the clips, fingers on the outside. And then we're gonna go back to having our feet against the posts, legs as long as we can get them, with our spine and hips up, right, on our sitting bones. Now we're gonna go into a neck pull. So with both hands on the bar, breathe in and sit nice and tall. Press down onto that bar, maybe a couple of centimeters, just to set some tension on the springs and stabilize the shoulders. Inhale here to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to scoop your tail and tip your pelvis back, rolling all the way to the mat as you breathe out. Find your neutral spine as the head touches. Now inhale, nod your chin, start to round back up. As you exhale, you're going to bend the elbows, use your abs, and pull down on the bar, almost doing a forward crunch over the legs. Inhale, reach the bar back forward. Uncurl the spine to start again. So exhale, scooping under, rounding through the lower back, roll through your imprint all the way to the bottom. Inhale, nod the chin, start to reverse that roll up. Once you get about halfway up, start to bend the elbows, power into those springs with the abs, and then articulate back up to sitting tall. Good. Couple more times. Exhale to roll all the way down, tail to head. Inhale to nod the chin, widen those shoulder blades apart. Now exhale, slight bend of the elbows, press down from those lats, engaging the backs of the arms. Inhale to come up tall. Good, you guys, few more. So neck pull is an exercise that we see on the mat, but here it really gets kind of a facelift. Yes, we get all the benefits of having the springs help us in the rolling and the articulating process, but then we get all this nice added resistance, kind of giving it a little bit more layers than we get on the mat. Yes, we don't have to fight so hard against gravity, but we do have to fight against the springs to make these shapes. Good. Let's do this one more time. Scooping under, uncurl and lengthen the body long. Inhale, start to round back up. Exhale, push, push, push into the bar as you fold over and then come back up tall. Good. All right. Now I want you to take one hand to the center of the bar. We're going to do some twists with pulses. The other hand is going to come under this hand that's holding the bar, kind of mirroring each other a few inches underneath the bar. Now, put that same little bit of pressure onto the springs in the starting position. Breathe in, and you're going to rotate, opening that free arm and twisting your body to the side. Now, lean over, exhale. Your back hip is going to come off of the mat. Push off the toes onto the posts, and we're going to push 3 times. 3 little pulses. 2, reaching the arm along the edge of the mat. 1, now sit back up in your twist, replace the hip back on the mat, and then face forward, and we're going to switch hands. So switch the grip, other hand goes beneath the bar. Inhale, we rotate, keeping that spring tension. Exhale, lower the pinky finger along the mat, lift the back hip and pulse for 3. Look at that hand. 2. Push off the toes. 1. Inhale to come up in your twist. Exhale to face the front and switch hands. Yeah, very similar vibes to the saw that we warmed up with, but a little bit different. Let's go again. Inhale, we rotate. Now lower that arm to the edge of your mat. Lift your back hip up. That's very important. Now we do our 3 pulses. That back sitting bone has to lift off of the carriage. Otherwise, we end up having to kind of side bend or torque through the spine, but really it's just a hinge from the hips. Let's keep going. Inhale, we twist. Exhale, push off that back leg and start to pulse. 3. Kind of run the back of the hand along the edge. 2. Reach even further. 1. Inhale, come up in your twist. Try to find that spring tension again. Face the front. Beautiful, you guys. Couple more. Rotate. Think of your third pulse being the biggest and the longest. Reach. Good. 1. Come up, rotate, twist even deeper as that hip plants. Face to the front. Good. Let's keep going like this. This one feels so good. I just want to do it all day. 3. So good. Feel that oblique connection as you tip in that twisted spine. Back up tall, face the front. 1 more time on either side. Inhale, re-rotate. Lower the hand to the edge, and then we pulse. 3. Good. Really drape the body long. Find that neutral and keep it. Come back up tall and face front. 1 more time. Rotate to the side. Tip that back hip up and push. 3. Beautiful. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. Come back up in your twist. Face to the front and then relax. So good. I really hope you had fun. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this class, and I can't wait to see you back here for more Pilates and more moving very, very soon. So I will see you then. Bye-bye. You did it. Way to go on completing this workout. I hope you loved it, and I hope your body is feeling fantastic. If you want to take advantage of everything that Real Good Pilates has to offer, be sure to download the Real Good Pilates app. There's a link to download the app in the first comment below or right up here in the corner. In the app, you'll find my complete library of workouts and exclusive classes that you will not find here on YouTube.
as well as Pilates challenges and specialized programs for you to follow along with and to help you stay on track with your goals, with a huge variety of classes ranging from 5 all the way up to 60 minutes, as well as beginner all the way through advanced levels. There's really something for everybody. And with new classes uploaded every week, there'll always be something new for you to dig into and tons of variety. There's a community chat feature where you're able to connect with your fellow members, ask me questions, or even request classes. So click the link down in the first comment below or right up here in the corner to start your 7-day free trial and see if it's right for you. So I'll see you over in the app for even more Real Good Pilates. Bye-bye.